You're listening to Turi Writer's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marcy Persky. You know that friend who insists on talking politics, even when you really don't want to talk politics? Marcy has a t-shirt to deal with that. And the Olympics are on. It's amazing what the human body can do, even if you don't want it to. When one has political discussions with friends with whom one disagrees.
One doesn't do that, at least one on this end.
Well, I have an old friend who holds wildly different views from mine. But I try to be polite and respectful and listen to his views. And sometimes I just go, I got it, understand. And sometimes I send back some information with a different perspective. But lately, and I believe this may be a sign of desperation, but it could just be that, he's got a bad head cold or something. I'm getting a lot of name calling. I'm getting people referred to with derogatory email names. I don't know.
Welcome to the U.S.
Well,
this is what it is now.
I don't understand why he thinks that I would respond politely or cogently or respectfully or have any conversation if you're going to use actually obscene parody names of some particular politician or other. And I finally hit the wall and I said, look, I never write to you or speak with you on the phone using anything other than the proper respectful titles of these people. And I can't converse with you if you're going to use these kinds of names. And I quoted three of them. The most genteel of which was a politician he called a fat ass. And I just thought that this is, I can't. What, do you want to just vent spleen? This is obviously what you want. This is not a conversation. This is just name calling.
Well, did you remind him that Queen loves fat bottom girls? Or was it a fat ass man?
No comment. I'm not going down it. But it was just amazing. I'm just like, here's the reason I bring this up is, what kind of response do you actually hope to get when you use this and send an email to somebody? And what do you expect they'll go? Oh, yes, I'll carry on with a conversation calling somebody a fat ass. I'll do that. I mean, really, I've never called anybody in political discourse. I don't think I've even done it on the air. And I pretty much take a lot of breaks off on the air. I do not participate in political discourse. I participate with those people like, how's the weather? The tourists sure drive crappy. They're all from California. How do we get rid of them? Oh.
But never politics.
Well, this is an old friend, and his politics used to be similar to mine. And then,
you need new friends.
He's sort of grandfathered in. But again, and this is beyond even politics. If you want to have a conversation, that's what I would say to my kids. If you want to talk about Justin, your friend down the street, when you're 10 years old, you don't get to call Justin a fat ass and expect that I will have any sympathy for whether or not Justin took your skateboard. My sympathy quits the moment you called Justin a fat ass. That's it.
Welcome to the new era of name calling and obscene name calling and words that we don't say and thoughts that we keep in our heads. I mean, I just got my t-shirt in the mail that says, I'm done peopling. So there you go. I'm touring, but I'm not peopling.
What does that make me? Oh,
I said I am touring.
Yes, but I'm not a people then.
No, it doesn't make you a people. It makes you a Turi.
Oh, okay, well, I'm sui generis then. I'm my own thing. Okay.
Yes. So people just use bad words and bad manners and bad language, and especially in politics. And at first, I was very, very distressed about it, to the point that I actually quit my political job. Okay, because I couldn't deal. It just it made me so depressed, and it made my head so explosive that I wanted to kick people in their private parts everywhere. So I thought that was a bad idea.
Yeah,
so,
I think, yeah. I mean, I don't even care if I agree with their politics. If that's the kind of language they need to use to describe the opposition, then I'm finished.
Yeah, all this nasty stuff I don't deal with. I discreetly do my political work now behind the scenes. I sent a party $20.24 after I figured out it was 2024. Took me a while. But, but yes, the discourse is ugly. And but you know what? It's the same with the Olympics. I've been watching the Olympics every day. And the Olympics has kind of an ugly undertone this year.
Are you talking about the pole vaulter who got hung up by his private parts? I didn't think
no,
that was ugly.
hilarious.
I thought that was really, I mean,
that's the best thing that's happened so far.
Minute of shame for the gold medal, but for the rest of his life, you should pardon the expression, he can dine out on that.
That's what they call BDE.
What is that?
And you can big dick energy.
Oh, I wish I could claim to be naive, but I'm afraid I'm just out of date. It looked like all three parts got stuck up there.
You know, I've watched it in slow motion like 600 times because every time it makes me laugh.
I only saw it yesterday at the block party when my neighbor asked if I had seen it, and I said no. And then he put it on his phone, and a whole bunch of us, we just couldn't believe it. We just kept passing the phone around. And if you've missed it, here's a guy who came in contact and violated the rules by coming in contact with the bar with a part of his body over which he has relatively little control in most circumstances.
His manhood. Let's call it that.
That's what they called it. And I was like, manhood.
I just say his wiener.
All right. Well, and then.
Okay, so.
Yes.
Yes. I was just going to say, the ugly side of the Olympics is a former gymnast calling the new gold medal gymnast team from the USA a bunch of names, no ethics, all this kind of crap. Then they go on to win a gold medal. Then, for some reason, they're picking on Simone Biles, one of the most decorated gymnasts in the history of gymnastics, for her hair, of all things.
Oh, you're kidding. Wait, which team is picking on Simone Biles for her hair and...
Oh, no, internet. This is internet. These are just rando people flooding her conversations, complaining about her hair and why doesn't she fix her hair. And I mean, it's just crazy
that's
stuff.
That's bizarro. Although I will say, I'll tell you what else is bizarro. That NBC News seems to have forgotten that news is actually in its name. That all
that's another thing that I'm going to complain about too.
Okay.
It is I don't care about what celebrities are at the Olympics. I really, really don't need to see Tom Cruise's face one more time. I don't care that Ryan Gosling and his wife are there. All they do, they keep going away from the action that I want to watch to put it on some rando celebrity.
Well, I heard that Snoop Dogg did something funny somewhere, but I don't know where.
Yeah, he's actually part of the broadcast team.
Well,
so he's been hilarious the whole time. He gives it levity.
But what if you actually want to watch news? What if you actually need to see some news and all you're seeing are people flinging themselves through the air and the water and on horses? That's hard on people who really need news. And I
watch ABC.
I clicked while I'm about to watch ABC. I mean, I watch a lot of things for news. I read The Guardian, I read the New York Times. But NBC is one of my sources, but it is not my source now because you can scroll 4 pages down and not get to a single thing that's not the Olympics. And I'm thinking, yeah, I know you paid $60 billion or whatever it was, but it's the same experience as when you go to a deli and you order a corned beef sandwich. And everybody knows that all you really care about is your corned beef sandwich, but they still give you that little paper cup with coleslaw in it. And all I'm asking for is the little paper cup, the coleslaw-sized paper cup with some news in it. And it doesn't seem like that's too much to ask. Could they maybe just put like a sour pickle slice size bit of news somewhere to the side? Got a little icon. Like if you actually came here for news, could you click here? It's frustrating. That's all.
Well,
Just frustrating.
like I said, I go to ABC to read my news or watch my news because I'm a ABC girl. But
Well, there you go. I got
speaking
nothing.
of ABCs,
Yes.
at the Swear Word of Awesomeness Ranch,
Yes.
it has been quite a weekend
Uh-oh.
in not a good way.
Uh-oh.
So we had, I guess it was Saturday night. We went to go wash dishes and turned on the water, and guess what?
Spiders came out?
Well, souls, ghosts, I don't know, nothing, not water.
No
I don't
water
know
at
what came
all.
out.
Your water tank
No
was empty?
water.
Your water tank is
Both
done?
water tanks
But
were empty.
how did that happen? Did your daughter take another like splash pool thing and forget to
Well,
turn off the
well, we freaked out, especially my husband, because we had at least 1,500 gallons on the property at that time, and thought that we have a leak underground. So he's out at night with a headlamp on, trying to find wet ground, running back and forth between the pump house. I mean, there was no moon Saturday night. It was dark out. Luckily, he didn't find any bobcats, or they didn't find him.
Okay.
It turns out that the problem appears to be somebody skimmed by the outdoor spigot on the kid's house, and it's been running for a week. It somehow got turned on. We suspect that it was their outdoor shower went through 1,500 gallons of water. Our water price doubled because it's tourist season.
I think I would join the Y at this point. Just drive into town with everybody in the car and take a shower with my clothes on, wash them in the shower.
That would mean an hour ride with people on shower.
With people, right. No people. I forgot. No people for you.
Yeah, no people. I'm peopled out.
Thanks for listening to the Turi Writers She Said What podcast. Since you've made it to the end, you might want to know that my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air, is not only available in print, but now also in complete audiobook form, narrated by me and available on Audible.